All right, party people. What's happening, party people? This is your guy, Damien, coming to bring you today live my Monday Night Raw from May 30th review. I think we are in for something weird of that sense, but you know, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it and everything, and then we'll go from there as far as what I want to do and so forth. But other than that, anybody who decides to watch, thank you for watching. I think we got a little interruption going on here. Let me see. Hold on a second. Okay. That was weird. Go ahead and squeeze that down. Okay. Sorry for the interruption, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Bear with me for just a moment. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right, good. All right, you guys. It's the day after Memorial Day. We have somewhat a lot to talk about, so we're going to get right to it. So now, Monday Night Raw, didn't really know what to expect. Everybody was talking about the draft and the brand split and everything, and how all that's going to go about. But we are going to see how this plays into what they want to do for the future as far as with the brand split and the draft and all that stuff. But let's get right to the show right away. We're going to start off with Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon starting off the show, with their, little welcome to Monday Night Raw and all that weird stuff and everything. So, it's like whatever, And then you also have a New Day that came out because their match was actually after that. So the New Day came out, being entertaining is usually what they do. And, so they tried to get a dance off between Shane and Stephanie, and Shane was in, and Stephanie didn't want to be in at first, but she ended up being in. But when Shane was out there doing his thing, oh, you guys tell me what Shane was looking like when he was dancing. So, and then, of course, I'm pretty sure people were looking forward to Stephanie going to get out there and do something, because Stephanie can dance a little bit. We've already seen her dance before. So, she was going to get out there, do her dancing, and then the Vaudevillains come out. They're kind of making the Vaudevillains like the jerks of the tag team division. So, you got, they came out and, with their black and white and their old school gimmick and everything, and they do whatever they do. They cut the commercial and they get back in their match with the New Day. Match was going through its motions and stuff like that. Big E. Whenever Big E comes into the match, it's like the level of the match turns up a little bit. And don't get me wrong, because Kofi is he's a veteran. He's been there. His wrestling is good. Xavier Woods, his wrestling is good too. And then you got Big E, who comes in there and just boom, full force power, and gets whatever his job's done. He's getting ready to pretty much put away Aiden English and the club, or I'm just gonna say the Bullet Club, whatever. I'm gonna call them different clubs, just depending on how everything goes. But I'm calling them the Bullet Club for now. So Anderson and Gallows comes out, attacks Xavier Woods, attacks Kofi Kingston, and then they get in the ring and go ahead and get Big E. And so they took care of Big E. So I'm pretty much seeing that that's going to end up being the feud for a little bit, probably going into SummerSlam, probably, if they carry it past Money in the Bank. So, we'll see how that plays out. And so now you got, Anderson and Gallows going to be feuding with the New Day. Could turn out to be ugly for the club. 2-on-3. What are you going to do? And so, and then that's that for that. So, and I might be out of order on this, but you know what? I don't care. I'm covering as much Raw as I want to. And whatever I feel like covering. I may not want to cover everything. So, other than that, I keep looking back at the TV because I'm watching ESPN. Enzo and Cass are on SportsCenter. But going into the next one or so, I want to talk about Breezango against the Usos. I don't like the name Breezango. It reeks of god-awfulness. Would they please cut that crap out? Give them, I said originally, call them Monte Carlo. Or better than that, you can even call them Monaco. Because that's where they build Tyler Breeze to be from Monaco. So just call them that. Call them Monaco. Give them a legit tag team name, and you're good to go. So you go ahead, you call them Monaco, and you give them a little something. They seem to be the jerks, the pretty boys of it and everything. They're still a little funny to me, but that's okay though. I can dig that. It's all right with me. But it is what it is on that. So they wrestle with the Usos. Usos get somewhat of a rollout, like a crucifix rollout, for the 1, 2, 3, and get the pin on Breezango. So they get upset. And they're going over messing with the Golden Truth, who was sitting at sideline on the side by the booth, the announcer's desk. I'm sorry, which is R-Truth and Goldust, and start getting it in with them. Then R-Truth throws Fandango up against the barricade, gets Tyler Breeze, swings him around into that super fast power slam by Goldust, and they get in the ring looking like they're ready to take care of some business. I like the seriousness that they're giving them, even though I know they're somewhat of a comedy tag team, but I like the seriousness that they give them. So it's all right with me. I don't mind that. Then you have the Roman and Seth segment. I had a feeling they were going to do that to Seth Rollins. You cannot do that to Seth Rollins, having him come back and making him be all scared. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you do that? It makes zero sense. Here's my thing. Seth Rollins came back with a vengeance. He's coming back for his title. Why can't you have him really keep attacking Roman? Have him, every time Roman is out there, whether he's talking or he has a match, he comes out there and gets attacked. and then there you go. You have a believable kind of feud fight situation instead of Seth against Roman. Seth's going to pull some stuff. He's probably going to pull out a sneaky win or something like that. And then, you got pretty much a crusty little rivalry that can pretty much go nowhere. Say if Roman retains, and say like if, I don't know, we'll get into that Money in the Bank scenario stuff when that time comes. I almost slipped into that. But as usual, Seth playing with the crowd, playing with everybody, running, but thinking about going in, thinking about not, thinking about going in, thinking about not. It's annoying. I almost changed the channel. So that was pretty much a wasted segment. There was really no need to. You can't keep having this type of stuff, which you like to call it the new era. You just can't keep doing that crap. So then we got to a feud that's still continuing. Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. Had to drink some water. So Dolph Ziggler looked like he's out there ready for business. I don't know exactly what is going on with Ziggler. What are they going to do with him? Is he going to continue with Baron Corbin and then what? That's pretty much it for him? Why don't you have him get him in the Money in the Bank match? I don't know if they have all their competitors yet. I think it's supposed to be 7. They have 6 so far. So why not get him in there? But, we'll see how that goes. But, he meets Baron Corbin in the ring. And, he got his wrestling ear pads on, to cover up his ears. Got his mouthpiece in there. He's ready to go on that. And next thing you know, gives him a full-on field goal kick shot to the balls. And Baron Corbin is down. Dolph Ziggler looks pissed. He doesn't care that he got disqualified. He pretty much sent a message to Baron Corbin. And then, that's it for that. So I don't think they accomplished enough out of their feud or that segment. But, we got what we got on that. So it is what it is. I want to talk about the Natty and Dana Brooke match. I don't know. Charlotte interfered again, costing Natty the match. Then Charlotte enters the ring afterwards, and her and Dana Brooke are pretty much giving a beat down to Natty. And then Becky Lynch, the last kicker, comes out of nowhere, runs out to the ring, and kind of basically scares Charlotte and Dana Brooke off. So more than likely on SmackDown, actually take that back, because SmackDown, it will be Becky against Charlotte one-on-one. We know how that's going to happen and how that's going to be. But yeah, so nothing really happened with that. Nothing had any development to it besides a SmackDown match between Becky and Charlotte this Thursday. Oh yeah, by the way, my stream yesterday, I said that, SmackDown doesn't start till, I think it's like July 19th or something like that. I don't remember, but whatever. So, and that's what you get for that. So then you got Titus O'Neil and Rusev. Rusev had a match with Zack Ryder. Don't want to talk about the match because it was pretty much nothing. We knew Zack Ryder wasn't going to win or wasn't even going to give close or give some kind of a scare to Rusev. So it's whatever. Zack Ryder, loses, accolades, crunch. And then Titus O'Neil comes out because Rusev is saying stuff about, America and being American and stuff like that or whatever, or being un-American or whatever. And remind you guys, this is Memorial Day. So, Titus O'Neil comes out pissed, like a big black man, just pissed off about, what Rusev is saying. And, Titus, of course, is him being an American. So you have a situation. I don't know if they're going to have any type of a serious push with this U.S. title, and Titus O'Neil doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're probably saving Rusev for somebody, possibly a Cena, but then again, this Cena and AJ Styles thing could probably even last over 2 or 3 pay-per-views probably. So it's looking like Titus O'Neil could possibly be feuding with Rusev for at least the next couple of months, or at least the next couple of pay-per-views, which more than likely Titus O'Neil is probably going to face against Rusev at Money in the Bank. And, depending on how that carries out or how that match plays out, then there's SummerSlam. And what are you going to do for SummerSlam? It's hard to say what you're going to do for SummerSlam. But I do think that I like the fact that they're doing something with Titus O'Neil. He's a really, really, really big man. He does a lot for the WWE as far as with the charities and the other things of that nature, the campaigns and all that. And I think he deserves to get a title. I know he had the incident with Vince McMahon, cost him 60 days and him missing WrestleMania. And, he understands that. He takes his responsibility and he's moved on from that. But now you're at the point now to where, okay, Titus has been in here for a while. We don't know what's going on with you. You, in my opinion, and not a knock to Darren Young, but he has more of the potential and the upside to him than Darren Young. Because if they were going to be a tag team and break up, Titus O'Neil, which of course he was the one that attacked Darren Young when they broke up the first time. But Titus O'Neil has a lot of upside and potential. And, could this finally be his push mid-card push, I should say. It probably could be. I'm actually happy for him about that. I hope he eventually gets the U.S. title. And, maybe he can continue the U.S. Open Challenge. Who knows? But I like how they threw him in there, the feud with Rusev. I can't really see them having the title off of Rusev pretty quick. Maybe if they keep feuding and keep making it more controversial or something, maybe it could end up being like a Night of Champions type situation where he could get it or so. Who knows? Because I think they're probably going to have Rusev have that for at least a couple to a few months. So, enough of that. Then I'm going to go to the six-man tag. Yes, people, another six-man tag. But this is all the participants of the Money in the Bank match, minus one person, which we don't know. Probably won't know till SmackDown. So, we'll get that figured out when it's time, unless they decide to bring out the seventh person or so at the Money in the Bank program, pay-per-view. But we have Del Rio, Owens, and Jericho versus Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. And I didn't really watch the match. I peeked in on it here and there because I had to watch it today from a DVR, and I didn't even finish watching the rest of the match. Matter of fact, I probably still have it paused in my DVR. I had to get up and do some other things, but I didn't really have any interest in the six-man match. Whoever wins, it doesn't really matter. I like to see some real intrigue and maybe even a little bit of controversy when it comes to these six competitors, if they're going to be battling against each other throughout this. Put some real interest in it. Get people going with this match. I understand Zayn and Owens and Ambrose are in this match, and any one of those three can win it, and people are actually leaning towards Kevin Owens. But let's not forget, there still is one more spot left, and there's a man who has some serious followers and a gigantic family along with him that could just crash that party and become Mr. Money in the Bank, and that's Bray Wyatt. I don't know what's going on with his injury. I think he's actually all right. He's back. But, I don't know. But, he could possibly insert himself into that Money in the Bank match, and it could be a late thing where he comes in late. His family beats down everybody else, and he gets up there, and he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He probably has the easiest chance of cashing that in because of Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman. So I'm going to go out there and say that Bray Wyatt will be Mr. Money in the Bank. And he's going to cash that in at SummerSlam. That's what I'm going with. Bray Wyatt will cash in Money in the Bank at SummerSlam. He will win a briefcase at Money in the Bank. So that was my Monday Night Raw review. Overall, I don't really have any feelings to this show. I'm not really worried too much about it. It is what it is on it. And that, and another thing I want to get to. I saw the commercial, as everybody's saying, Hatch. Come to find out, my guy, the man, Goldberg, is somewhat involved with the WWE again. He's going to be in 2K17, and if that's happening, it's pretty much the same thing like Sting. Sting was a part of that. Sting was a part of the WWE as far as having a match. Goldberg, I don't know when he's going to come in, if he's going to be fully signed. What kind of role will it be just for WrestleMania? Will he do a, I don't know, maybe a Royal Rumble appearance? Maybe not in the Royal Rumble match or so, but I don't know. It just all depends. There's so many different things that you can get from this. It's just, it's an unexpected surprise for the WWE to get Goldberg in there. I don't know to what capacity, but getting him in there is good. I like it personally because I'm a Goldberg guy. That guy is probably the only wrestler who's got pushed correctly. Well, one of the only 3 or 4 wrestlers in my time of wrestling, my era, that got pushed correctly. Of course, we have like The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H. Those guys got pushed correctly. Can't really say The Undertaker, because The Undertaker is a different kind of superstar. So he gets pushed according to how his mystique is and the timing and everything for him to jump in there. But for major storylines like Stone Cold's when he was dealing with Mr. McMahon, and The Rock's when he was dealing with Triple H and then dealing with Stone Cold, and then Triple H when he was dealing with either one of them two, it's Goldberg came in and dominated for a lengthy period of time. I want to say like 2 years or something like that straight. Unbeatable. People wanted him to come in there, the entrance, spear the heck out of somebody, kill, job done, move on to the next. And he did that. And when I first knew about Goldberg, I was just like, wow, this guy is unbelievable. This dude is plowing through people. Minimal words, comes in there, intimidating, beats you down, spears you in half, and then you're done. So it was crazy. It was unbelievable. And I just when I saw that commercial, he looked good. He looked like he was in shape. He didn't look oldish. He looked like he can get in the ring right now. And I would know that he would still be in shape because he does MMA train and kickbox train. So, he probably can literally step in the ring right now. As far as actual wrestling and ring motions, I don't know how that'd be, but his endurance, his shapeness, his strength and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure is there because he looked like he was in top shape. And also, in a reflection of the window when he was in the back of the cop car, the commercial was a Suplex City sign. Could they do a possible Brock Lesnar Goldberg situation going on there? Maybe it might be a little too soon for SummerSlam. We don't know if Brock Lesnar is going to make an appearance. I think he probably will make an appearance for SummerSlam, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe Brock Lesnar will wrestle Bray Wyatt or something. Who knows? But I know I started the show a few minutes late. I'm just starting to get used to everything going and stuff. I've always ended up having some type of issue right before I start. But, I'm good to go now. We have it going. And that we're ready to go. So I don't know exactly when my next show would be. Maybe I might do like a Saturday night show of talking about whatever, some entertainment, wrestling, movie, sports, whatever. But other than that, though, just wanted to go for this hour, talk to you guys about Monday Night Raw, give you my thoughts and everything, and go from there. Like I say, I'm building this up pretty soon. I'm gonna have a better setup, all this and everything. I'm gonna have a better situation going on with my software. Might add some more music and some other things going and such. But until then, party people, you got to hang with me for this beginning. So anybody who's out there listening, thank you. Please subscribe to my page, Damien P4R, of course. And I also have a donation button on my homepage. Hit the like button, hit the donation button. I'm trying to get all this going. I want to get another laptop. I want to get like a mic. There's a couple other things going on. So, any contributions is very grateful. But until then, party people, my name is Damien P4R. Subscribe to my page, donate, help the cause. Let's get this show up and going a lot better, a lot more lively. Make it like a party. All right, party people. Till then, I'm out.